Good morning, everybody. I hope that this Monday finds you well. I know that for the seniors here in the local school districts, this would be around graduation day. Sunday would have probably been our baccalaureate service, or maybe the Sunday before that. I really was looking forward to that. We'll probably have to try to figure out what to do over the summer to try and find a way to just honor the seniors in this area. For the group of seniors right now, they were the ones that were freshmen they became freshmen the first fall that I was here in Astoria. So it's a special group of kids to me for that reason. But I wanted to give a devotional thought from Psalm 1. And my devotional thought, obviously, Psalm 1, for those of you who have spent any time inside of a church setting, especially if you've been in a Bible school or a seminary, everyone likes to go over Psalm 1. It's one of the easier psalms for someone who's got beginning Hebrew to learn. And people talk about the parallels in verse 1 and talk about, is walking to standing to sitting a growth, or whatever, or are they all a similar thought? But my real thought that I want to give is, are you helping others live a happy life or a blessed life? And this is maybe going to sound a little outside of people's thought realm, but Psalm 1 verse 1 is, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers." And verse 2 says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night." All right, so my devotional thought and challenge to me was, I wanted to know what the word for scoffer was, because I'm trying to read this in the Hebrew this morning, and I'm going over it, and my Hebrew is not great. And I'm like, all right, or someone who dwells in, let's see, okay, what's that? I look it up, and scoffer and mocker. All right, well, why is a scoffer parallel to a sinner and parallel to wicked in the Hebrew here? What's going on? What is the psalmist trying to get at? And so it's just a pretty much straightforward, someone who's a mocking person, someone who fights against what is said, fights against truth, and it has a sense of arrogance. And my thought is, are you a scoffer? Are you someone who, when others are around you, are you receiving blessing? Are they receiving blessing because of their time around you, or are you actually causing pain in their life by being a mocker? Are you being someone who removes that opportunity for them to experience peace and blessing because of how you are around them? A lot of us don't think of ourselves as mockers, don't think of ourselves as scoffers. Good morning to everyone who's just logging in. But we really need to reflect on our life. Are we someone who's quickly described as being cynical, or quickly described as being apathetic towards concerns, someone who is more self-promoting and our thoughts and our ways than other people? And the quick balance to make sure that we are not a scoffer would be, what is our delight in? Do we delight in hearing our own thoughts and our own opinions, or do we delight, verse 2, in the law of the Lord? And the way that you can tell if you delight in the law of the Lord is it your meditation? Is it something that you are mulling over continually? You can tell what someone likes by what constantly comes out of their mouth. For those of you who are part of my congregation, you can tell I like running because I use running analogies too often for some people. But it's something that I think about a lot, and so therefore it's what comes out of my mouth. But the challenge then to me is, am I someone who's meditating enough on Scripture that it pours forth in my daily comings and my daily goings, my ins and my outs? So the question now that I'm posing to you, are you a blessing to others by what comes out of your mouth? Are you a scoffer? Is that what defines you? Or are you defined by being someone who meditates upon the law of the Lord and delights in it? Because if you're someone who is delighting in the law of the Lord, you will receive that blessing for meditating upon the law of the Lord. And I also firmly believe that just as a tree that bears fruit in its season, it becomes a blessing to others, because a tree isn't just a blessing in of itself, though they are beautiful to see. They are also wonderful whenever you're able to eat fresh fruit straight from the tree. So, are you a blessing or are you a scoffer? That's the question that I am posing this morning. And we can tell if we're a scoffer by the fruit that comes out of our mouth. All right, have a great day.